Good evening, students. We will discussing about Riemann-Tiemann reaction. So, what is Riemann-Tiemann reaction? Simple definition: phenols are reacted with chloroform in presence of sodium hydroxide. They will produce as orthohydroxybenzaldehyde or parahydroxybenzaldehyde. But orthohydroxybenzaldehyde is the major product. It's the best formylation reaction on phenols. Okay, let me see what is the definition here. So, first of all, when phenols are reacted with chloroform formula is CHCl3 chloroform in presence of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. We will taking as sodium hydroxide to produce to produce to produce orthohydroxybenzaldehyde or parahydroxybenzaldehyde. So that reaction is said to be what ma Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Let me write reaction. So what is the reaction? Simple. So phenols, first of all, phenols means on benzene ring. So what is present on benzene ring? Compulsory OH group is present. These are the phenols are reacted with chloroform CHCl3 in presence of sodium hydroxide followed by the hydrolysis. We will taking as a water also here, sodium hydroxide and water. So it will produce as what orthohydroxybenzaldehyde as a major product, so that I write only one product, that is the orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. It is also known as the orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, or it is also known as the salicylaldehyde, general name or common name orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. So let me observe what is the mechanism involved in the for the reaction mechanism. So in mechanism, it involves three steps of mechanism. So first step, in step 1, what is happens here? CHCl3 is reacted with OH minus, which is from the sodium hydroxide. It will produce as CCl3 minus plus your water is eliminated. Right now again this CCl3, so means CCl3. So again by losing Cl minus, it will forming CCl2 dichlorocarbene intermediate. It will form what? Dichlorocarbene intermediate. Dichlorocarbene intermediate is the first step. Next, in next step, what is happens? So in next step, so CCl3. So next step 2. In step 2, phenol. So phenol. So this is the phenol. Here pi bond. Here OH. So this is reacted with again OH minus. It will forming what? Phenoxide ion like this. O minus phenoxide ion is formed. Right now this phenoxide ion, so already we know that in phenoxide ion, for suppose this bond is so means non-bond electrons are forming the pi bond. So this is moving on to the carbon center, which is at ortho position. So means here, let me write here pi bond, here double bond O, here minus charge is generated. So means here nucleophilic center at ortho position, and CCl2 is acting as a electrophile. So right now, so when nucleophile and CCl2 are reacted, so means there is a new bond formation between this nucleophilic center and this CCl2. Let me write the third step of the reaction. Third step of the reaction, step 3. Right now, so it is the nucleophilic center, double bond O, here pi bond. and this is the here minus charge is present, and CCl2, CCl2 here. This is the nucleophilic center, and this is the nucleophilic center, electrophilic center. New bond is formed. It will forming as a pi bond here, pi bond, double bond O, and this is the CCl2, CCl2, CCl2. Here minus charge is developed here. So if I am exposing this hydrogen, so it is on reaction with water, so it will forming, so minus H plus is eliminated, and one of the H plus is abstracted here, obstructed by that center. So means I am writing here pi bond, here pi bond, pi bond. Here I am writing again O minus, and this is the carbon, and this is the hydrogen, and Cl and Cl is formed. Next, so it is reacted with OH minus followed by the water. So what is happened? The C2Cl minus are replaced by the OH minus group, OH minus group. So means I am writing here O minus here, and this is the pi bond, here pi bond, pi bond, and this is the hydrogen, and this is the OH, and other OH is like this. Right now, so here lone pair of electrons are present on the oxygen. So means here these are forming the pi bond, and this OH minus is eliminated, OH minus is eliminated, OH minus is eliminated. So here I am writing pi bond, and pi bond. Here O minus, I am writing here CH, here double bond O, H, here positive charge is there. Again the sigma electrons are moving on to the oxygen as a lone pair of electrons. H plus is adding an here, so means it will forming what? So right now simple pi bond, pi bond, pi bond, and this OH, and what it will, C double bond O, H is formed. Right now this is said to be what? Orthohydroxy benzaldehyde. So this is the reaction mechanism, reaction mechanism of a Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Thank you.